All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Max and Howard Drink Beer. I am Max.
And I am Howard.
So, Howard, we're cleaning out the shelves today.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. We'll call it a leftover episode.
Leftover episode. So that means we're going to talk about the same things we've already talked about, and you're going to listen to it all.
Yeah, actually, we can probably do that.
I mean, or else. I don't.
Or else.
I don't remember what we talked about.
About what?
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, we're doing we're finishing up the Poliner sampler packs. You know, there was 3 of each in there, and now we got the last 2 out of the 3 that were in there. You know, that were left over. So, Max, you're drinking the which one?
The original Munich Lager.
Okay, and then I'm drinking just the Hefeweizen, and we've talked about that. You know, you have one Hefeweizen, you have them all, and I like them all.
That's good, right? To like them all?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're talking leftovers. You know, we talk about music all the time, nonstop almost, and honestly, you should hear us on the tavern when it's just us. I bet we talk about it, the same shit over and over again.
I think the important part is that's missing out from everything is nobody really gets to hear us talk when my dad's there, and we've all had one beer too many.
Yeah.
Where now the whole bar is listening to us have our discussion about music.
Yep.
And the best part about it, at least for me, is when I look around the room, people are either, you know, hand over their ear trying to, like, huddle and ignore us, or they're turned on their stools facing us like, hey, this is a show.
Yep.
Let's watch it.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. So I was actually listening to The Who by Numbers. That was the first album they did without Keith Moon, you know, and wow, God, what was it? It was Success Story. That was the song I was listening to. And man, Kenny Jones, he was the drummer for the Faces, and he filled in for The Who. Dude, he was on it. You know, you can't deny that he was on it. You know, one of the underrated musicians. Yeah, okay, fine. He's not Keith Moon. You're never going to get Keith Moon ever again. Mm-hmm. He's dead. You know, nobody's ever going to be John Bonham. There's no question about that. That being said, I don't care what anybody says. Kenny Jones was an awesome drummer. He was a good fill-in for The Who, and he made some pretty good albums. You bet. That was Kenny Jones.
Well, you really got to think of the importance of that, though, for bands when they do lose somebody. You know, I mean, the most notable we talk about all the time is Bon Scott.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you hate it.
Yeah.
You know, Brian Johnson, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
He's
got 2 songs, maybe.
But I think it was fantastic. It was killer. It kept the band going.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
They lost, you know, their main influence of it.
Yeah.
Sure, you know, did AC/DC lose out on a bunch of sexual innuendos? Absolutely.
No doubt.
You know, but did Brian Johnson do a bad job? I don't think so.
I don't think he did a bad job, but it's just, it's like your ex-girlfriend, you know, she was the one and she got away. The new girlfriend still does all the same things, but the other one was just so much better. You know, that's how I compare it to. Not that you know how that works or anything like that. You're happily married.
Oh, yeah.
And all of that.
Damn right I am.
You know, so that's how I kind of see it. And, you know, every time you hear Brian Johnson, man, you're just thinking of, man, what could have been? You know, the one that got away.
I don't know, man. I truly think when you put that place on it, I mean, you know, even like Ozzy with Randy Rhoads.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
sure.
Randy Rhoads was writing some killer stuff, but had he not died, Zakk Wylde never would have been there.
That's true. Zakk Wylde would have probably been an actor, for God's sakes.
Yeah, he did good in The Rockstar.
You know, but at the same time too, Randy Rhoads. I did a lot of reading about Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads wasn't going to stick around forever. He was not happy doing what he was doing.
No,
you know, because he was a classically trained guitarist and he was doing rock stuff with a fucking drunk. Yeah. Dude, he was wasted off his ass 25/8.
Oh yeah.
You know, so he was getting tired of it, and he's getting tired of it, and I mean, fuck, he died. That sucks. But he wasn't gonna make it past many more albums after that. But there again, you know, how many different guitarists as Ozzy had? You know, even this last album that he had, and that doesn't necessarily take away from Ozzy makes pretty good music.
Yeah. It's actually interesting because none of that new stuff is Zakk Wylde.
Right. None of it.
That is the studio guitar player that I always forget his name.
There was a couple of different ones. That's why you
know?
forget them. I think there was Jake E. Lee was one. I think...
Oh, he played with him for a while.
Now I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why I'm saying Rudy Sarzo. Isn't that Quiet Riot?
I think so.
Yeah, now I'm drawing a blank for guitarists. Because, like, 1991, that was it.
Yeah.
You know, Zakk Wylde broke off to do his own thing, and then he had a slew of different guitarists after that. And then even with this album, completely different guitarist. It was his producer, too, you know, or something like that.
Oh, yeah, well, it's been the same guy for a couple albums now in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's it. He's helping write the songs, playing the guitar parts, and then going, "Okay, bye."
Okay, bye.
You know.
Got his hand out too. Hey. Oh, okay. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
No.
hey,
One of
not?
the biggest ones that me and my dad always talk about is, as you know, Van Halen. He didn't even die.
Nope.
You know, it's just. I gotta tell you, I like the Red Rocker on his own,
Sure.
doing his Sammy Hagar thing.
Montrose.
I like Van Halen,
Yeah.
whole bunch.
Yep.
Together, did it work? Sure. Do I like the music? No.
And apparently, Sammy Hagar is the quintessential singer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's the greatest singer of all time, and I don't see that personally.
Well, his is a big deal about it because he is a blues trained singer.
Okay.
So when you talk about the stuff that he learned, he listened to, you know, blues, Motown stuff, where you accent differently.
Okay.
So when he would do different things, that's why. So when you listen to him as a singer, you respect it because dude is unbelievably learned in all the arts of singing.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I read about him. There's a page called Classic Rock, and they write these really in-depth articles, and they do all these stories. They did a good one with Ronnie Montrose and Sammy Hagar. Mm-hmm. Sammy Hagar left. You know, he was tired of being dicked around. He had a passion for what he was doing. He wanted to go to the next thing.
Right.
Let's go. Let's do this. And you know, I have a newfound respect for Sammy Hagar. There's no doubt about that, but I just don't like Van Hagar. You know?
Yeah, same.
You know, that's just me. And we could talk, I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of songs.
You
That's
don't know,
pretty much
I don't
it.
know. We don't know.
Yeah,
Who
there's
knows?
a couple of songs. That's pretty much it. I can't even think of them right now.
Yeah, I could sing you melodies briefly.
Can you?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't sing.
Oh, I can't either, but I do it anyway.
Yeah? Is that how that doesn't work?
Now I'm done because that sounded bad in my ears.
Yeah, isn't that the worst part when you can actually hear yourself?
Yeah, yep, it is. Did you read that David Lee Roth changed his name? It's now David L. Roth.
No, I'm done. You lost me.
So now you could just call him L. Roth. That's funny. I almost think that's made up because I haven't seen that anywhere else except like stupid little meme pages. They say, "Hey, David Lee Roth changed his name."
Is that like when Prince was the artist formerly known as Prince?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they have kind of the same mindset.
That dude was insane.
Yes, he was. He is kind of underrated. You know,
yeah.
You get the surface value of what he is. You know, he's kind of weird. You know, and then you listen to him, you see what he was able to do, and dude, he's incredible.
Oh yeah,
he's a really good musician.
Oh yeah, especially when I think the the peak of it when everybody finally started to realize it was when he played that Super Bowl.
Wow.
What are you doing over there,
That
man?
was nuts. That all came out right at once. I made a mess there.
Did you forget how to drink a beer?
I guess so.
All right, so as Howard's cleaning himself up because he just dumped his beer out of his throat or whatever.
That was not fun.
We will be back shortly, but not really because I'm not editing anything together because I'm lazy.
I'm here right now.
So hey, welcome back.
Hey.
That's how far we were gone.
There you go.
Did you hear from our sponsors? We don't have any.
Not yet, but if you want to be a sponsor, let us know. Send us a DM or a PM or an AM. What's an AM? Morning.
That's the morning. Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad you said it before I did.
You know, Max, we're talking about underrated musicians, and you do it all. You're a drum player primarily, but you play the guitar and you play the bass. Max, I heard you're playing a show pretty soon here.
Yep, I am. It is on the 4th of July.
Okay, and our Uncle Sam's birthday.
So we're doing that. It started off as something that was going to be just a daytime slot. We are opening up much later now. I believe 7:30ish.
I think that's what I read. Yeah,
if I remember right. Nobody tells me anything, so and when they do, I don't listen.
You can't afford to pay attention.
Yeah,
that's right.
Damn right.
Yes, sir.
So we're doing that. It is going to be the first show live with the band, and I know for a fact Dustin is freaking the fuck out right now about it.
That's okay. He's going to be great.
I'll tell you which song he's going to fuck up. I'll actually probably say it out loud to try to break the ice and then laugh when he fucks it up. Because, you know, I'm an asshole, but you know, just every aspect about it, I keep trying to tell him, like, dude, it's the same exact thing. The same way we play down here, the same way you play at home. Same thing.
That's right.
Oh, there's people watching. Dude, we've turned the camera on and played live. You know? So just because those people weren't standing in front of you means that it's fine?
Yeah. No, he's going to do great.
I also think he's going to do great.
It's going to be a lot.
I guess I don't understand the issue because I've been on the stage since I was like 5.
Right. See,
you know?
you've already had your first live show.
You know, so he keeps telling this, and I keep trying to remind him that we played that barn show in like 2008, I think it was.
You played a barn show?
Yeah, we used to practice in the upstairs part of a barn. For whatever fucking reason. We moved out of Brock's dad's garage because he needed the space for something, and we went to this guy's barn. And as you know, a standard barn is not insulated.
That's true.
So in the summertime, it was like 100 and some fucking degrees.
And you're rocking away, and
so there was a lot of interesting shit. We'd cover everything up and everything, and we'd come back, you know, the next week to practice, and stuff was uncovered and stuff was moved, and then one time we came and our speakers were blown out.
Oh, wow.
So the mixer we had at the time had a tone modulator that could drop, you know, basically your vocals.
Okay.
So you could turn it down to make it, you know, super low and demonic, and people used to come out and want to screw around with it because, oh, you know, hey, here's all this expensive stuff. Can I play it? No.
I can't imagine how many farm boys went up there and they went, huh, what's all this stuff? You know.
You know, so we got into a pretty big argument that night of that show because we were supposed to, it was our show we put together. Probably about 50 people showed up for it.
That's a lot of people.
You know, and the kid who lived there, whose house was that, they had a band too.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, all right, you know, well, it's our house, so we're gonna be the main band. You guys play first.
Okay. That's fine.
Dude, we booked the show. It's all us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
This is our show. So we ended up playing first anyways, and we were all right.
Yeah.
You know, but these guys were, you know, a high school garage band
Yep.
that had 2 songs that they'd practice over and over again that were 2 notes and couldn't play. So they decided, while after we were done playing, we were packing up, that, we don't want to play.
Okay.
So now we got all these people who are going to get pissed off because we charge.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was like $5 a person or something.
Yeah.
For this, and so Brad comes running over to me and be like, "Hey, you know, I got these songs. You know, can you just watch my hand?" Okay. So he was playing guitar.
Yep.
And I was watching him play guitar, and I was just mirroring the notes on a bass. And Dustin drummed, and we played like 10, 12 songs.
There you go.
And that was when Brock disappeared the first time, and the Mean Street Hooligans were born.
The Mean Street Hooligans.
Right. Which was interesting because that was a year prior to the Green Street Hooligans movie.
Okay.
So
never saw that film.
So I also didn't.
Okay.
But we were accused numerous times of stealing that, and it was like, no, this was actually, I was sitting in my college dorm, talking with my buddy Rick at the time, Rick Ballman.
Rick Ballman.
Haven't seen him, you know, in
since the last time
13 years.
Yeah.
You know, but we were sitting there and we were talking, and he goes, "Dude, you know what would be a great band name for you guys?" He goes, "Hear me out." Okay, what's up? And he goes, Mean Street Hooligans. Okay. He goes, because you can't just be the Hooligans. Everybody's a hooligan.
That's right.
So you got to be something else. But Mean Street, because we would listen to Van Halen all the time.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's a good song.
So he said, why not? You could be the Mean Street Hooligans.
I'm going to listen to that song on the way home.
And it was like, I like that name. That's a great name.
That is a good name.
You know, the problem is nobody was serious about anything as we kept trying to do stuff. But that show was Dustin's first show, fresh back from the Marines on leave. And he sat down and he drummed a whole set. So every time he keeps saying, this is his first show, this is his first show. No, it's fucking not, dude.
That's right.
So
Dustin, you're going to be fine. Grow a pair of balls.
So he doesn't get to have first show nerves because he already had his first show.
Yeah, get over it. Nah, it's going to be cool. Did you say where it's at? Because I already forgot where it's at.
It's at the Washington County Fairgrounds.
Okay. All right.
So it is actually a car show. I don't remember the particular name of the car show because, once again, I didn't do any of the booking, and I really don't pay attention.
Howard Show of Cars.
I severely doubt that.
No, I severely doubt it too, but that's
because
what I'm
I feel like Howard's Show of Cars would be like, look, I got this Matchbox car, and this one's a Hot Wheel. I don't know how that got in there because I like Matchbox.
Come on down and see me. I'm going to be dressed as Uncle Sam.
Oh man,
good times.
You're gonna wear the cutoff shirt still underneath the jacket?
I lost that. I think I lost that in the flood.
Oh,
I wanted to wear that for like all of the interviews that I did, because it'd be so fuck. What the fuck happened to that shirt? That was a good ass shirt.
It's a good ass shirt.
That was a good ass dress shirt. I think I'm gonna do that with a lot of my dress shirts now, because I always wear the suit coat,
right?
You know, and I really could have used that for the International Sports Management interview. That would have been really nice to have, and I didn't have it, but I crushed that interview anyway because I crush things. Howard Smash.
Howard Smash.
That's right. So,
Car Compactor Howard.
And that's the show you're going to go to. Howard Show of Compacted Cars.
Ah, man, that just sounds terrible.
No, or is it the best thing that you've ever heard of?
No.
Oh.
No,
okay.
The best thing I ever heard of was probably like a bacon grilled cheese for dinner. That sounds pretty good right about now.
Ooh, I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner.
That beer you're chewing on, that's dinner.
I am chewing on this beer, that's for sure.
So yeah, I know that's going on. That's fun stuff.
Yeah, so if you got nothing better to do on the 4th of July, I'm going to be there at my car show in the Washington County Fairgrounds. And we're going to have Door County Cherries. And we're going to have the Green Bay Packers. Burt Reynolds is going to show up, and it's going to be a fucking good time.
I'm glad you haven't talked to any of those people.
Well, the Door County Cherry people I've had conversations with, but they didn't actually work for Door County Cherries. They just enjoyed them.
Oh, I mean, I drank their beers.
Yeah, that's from the Hinterland beer. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good on draft. Pretty good on draft.
Yeah, where did we go that popped up?
I don't remember the name of the bar, but we went with our therapist. I can tell you that.
Yeah, where was that?
But it's popping up everywhere now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that everywhere. I'm seeing Door County
So there you go.
cherry wheat everywhere.
There you go. That's because everybody heard our review on it, and now everybody's getting it everywhere. So go give that one a try.
You know what? I will break my rotator cuff or pat myself on the back. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
And that's how Howard lost his arms.
Then it'd be just like a chicken nugget. That'd be really bad.
No, man. That's what you want to be. That's
no.
That's
I
what's
like my
ruled.
arms.
That's what rules the world right now.
What rules the world right now?
Chicken nuggets.
I like having arms. It's hard to masturbate without them.
You'd have somebody do it for you.
I don't even like touching my dick. I can't imagine talking somebody else into touching it. That's the thing.
Isn't that what prostitutes are for?
Now you're talking. So now I know what I'm... excuse me. Now I know what I'm doing tonight.
Vigorously masturbating.
Yeah, probably. Because I don't have money for a prostitute.
Don't have money for beer.
Yeah, I do. I put money aside for beer.
It's
just a matter of where I consume it.
I
Yes,
see.
sir.
I see.
Yes, sir. Man, I spent a lot of money on beer the last couple of weeks. That's kind of your fault. You went on vacation.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I went on vacation. I didn't want to go.
I know.
I didn't want to go, but I also drank
were-
a lot of beer
you were-
while on vacation.
You were forced against your will.
Yes.
You were dragged kicking and screaming on vacation.
I mean, I drove myself up there.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, I know. I didn't tell you about that.
What?
So the day I'm getting ready to leave, right?
Yeah.
So I had to work that Thursday.
Okay.
So Sam's getting ready to go. She texts me like,
Oh, the water
8:30.
heater.
Fucking water
Yeah, you
heater
did tell
died.
me.
And I'm like, son of a bitch. Thankfully, we have our good friend Jim McNall.
Yeah.
JMM Heating and Cooling.
There you go.
There you go. Dropped a name for him. So, seriously, guys, if you ever have any problems for your house, for air conditioner, furnace, hot water heaters, I'm sure you name it, he can probably do it.
You name it.
Jim is a hell of a guy. He used to shoot people in the Army.
Wow. Oh, that's right. He was a sniper.
He was a sniper.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, that's
remember.
awesome.
I think it was Army. I'm sorry, Jim. I don't remember. I could probably look it up, but I don't care that much. But hell of a dude. So I text him like, "Hey Jim, do you work on water heaters, right?" And he goes, "Yeah. Why? What's going on? You need me to swing by?" You go, "Yeah. Apparently, I have no hot water. The pilot's not staying lit." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, then you probably don't need a new hot water heater. It's probably just a part." So I'm like, "Oh, cool. Well, can you swing by?" Yeah, sure. Somebody gonna be home? Depending on what time, no. So I told him, but I got a code you can type in to break into my house, and Jim's got too much money. He's not gonna steal anything.
Right.
So I was just go in there. I'll meet you there after work. So he actually came in to my house, changed this part out, and I forgot what it was. It was
A pilot light?
pilot assembly, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And charged us so little for it that it is unbelievable. I think labor for it was $50
Yeah, that makes sense.
total, and this was an emergency call. So if you call anybody else, emergency call, you're going to get a premium, you're going to get a trip charge for driving there.
Yep.
Parts are going to be marked up. Jim never marks up on parts. I have yet to be able to find something as cheap as he charges for it. So if I would do it by myself, it would cost more money, and I don't know what I'm doing. So to have him pop in, and do that for me is just, shows what hell of a guy he is. And I was trying to figure out how to pay him, and told him, well, Jim, where are you? I'll go grab some money. I'll drop it off for you. No, that's okay. You can pay me when you get back from vacation.
There you go.
No, Jim, I feel bad about that. You did this, sir. You helped me out. You swooped in. You saved the day. So he goes, all right, well, I do have PayPal. I said, perfect. I said, I'll find you on PayPal. I'll send it over to you. So I took care of it, nice, no contact transaction. And everybody's happy at the end of the day. I had hot water.
Yeah. Now you got nothing to worry about when you come back from vacation. Life is good.
So I gotta say, I'm pretty sure my water is 10 times hotter than it was before. Like, I feel like Jim did extra work and just went, it's fine.
Yeah.
The same thing. When we bought our house, he put the furnace in and the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And the quote he gave us to put the furnace in and replace the air conditioning and move the air conditioning was significantly cheaper than what anybody else could quote us just to replace the furnace. It's like, and he put that outlet in outside for us.
Oh.
That outlet I have in the backyard?
Yeah.
So J&M, heating and cooling. If you guys need any work done, Jim is a hell of a guy. He will take care of you. We'll try to throw a link or something in somewhere for him.
He's a good man, that's for sure.
He's a good man. Josh is... Well, you don't like Josh.
Well, Josh is all right. No. Here's the story about Josh. Josh annoyed the ever-loving fuck out of me because we kept him... We had him like a kitty in a corner. We kept him behind the counter so he could give me a break. Well, that wasn't working out for either of us.
Yeah.
He was better to be free and on his own. And once we got him out into the open, I never had any problems with Josh. Josh's a good kid, too. He's just a little, he's very Morgan-esque. He'll take the knife, he'll stab you with a knife, and he'll twist, and he'll twist, and he'll twist, and he'll twist.
Well, and the fun part about it, too, is... I feel like Jim is the same way.
He is the same way.
The best part is I saw about a month ago a post of him. His wife asked him to dust or to clean the blinds.
Yeah.
And so he brought his leaf blower in.
Yeah, that was pretty
and
good.
was just dusting the whole house. And she said, hey, it's done. So I feel like Josh is just, great dude, just a few years away from figuring out where that line is.
Yes.
And when it's time to stop. But we love you anyways, Josh. Hope you've been having fun jumping out of planes recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure 'tis the season for him.
One more really good Jim story. It's not too long and it's not too crazy, but Jim walks in and Steve Quam was helping out one day and he's eating a donut. I don't remember where he got a donut for. I think I brought in donuts and Jim was asking questions, something along the lines of, it's one word. I don't know what it was about, but he said, "Did you get to see her snatch?" or something like that. And if you don't know, the kids at home, that means box, So, did you get to see her snatch? And I swear to God, donut shot out of Steve's nose because who says snatch?
Yeah,
I haven't heard that in years.
Well, it always was entertaining because of the years that Jim put in the service. He's a little deaf.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
And
that was true. We've had that conversation too.
So you'd say stuff, and our boss at the gun club was known to be a low talker, and he would do it to all of us. And you couldn't hear, and I couldn't hear, and Jim couldn't hear. And Matt would have full conversations with us, and you just look at him and be like, I didn't hear a word you said. And then he'd get pissed off and walk away. So, anyways, to that effect, you need work done on your house. Jim McNall, take care of everything you need.
Absolutely.
Definitely look him up. I promise you will not be disappointed in anything.
Yeah, I agree.
But on that note, Howard, my beer is almost empty, so it is about that time to wrap it up. We want to thank everybody at home or at work or wherever you may listen to us. And make sure you unplug those headphones and share with your coworkers and your neighbors.
Absolutely.
You know, because I'm sure they'd love to hear us talk about nothing. Because we love to hear us talk about nothing.
We sure do.
So on behalf of Max and Howard Drink Beer, I am Max.
And I am Howard.
Cheers.
Cheers.